All right. We are going to start tasting whiskey. I haven't had this in so many years. I can't even describe it. This is when I was first starting to drink. We got ourselves a Knob Creek. This is the 9 year. So I don't even remember which one I first tried. Could have been the 9. That's probably their flagship. That's why I got it at Costco. Big bottle. So we're cracking this open right now. There we go. Solid one piece pull. Oh, I appreciate that. And I like the twist off, not the cap for that where it's a cork. Personally, sometimes I feel like with certain whiskeys, corks tend to get soaked and wet. And also I can tighten this up and it doesn't squeak. After I get this poured out and tightened up for the top, talk about this. All right, so Knob Creek. What I know about this whiskey before even tasting this is that Knob Creek is, I believe, the creek that ran behind Abraham Lincoln's house, and that's the homage it pays to it. This is by the Jim Beam Distillery. I think Fred, no, not Freddie, no. It could have even been Booker's, but I feel like Fred, no. It was 1992. So with this one, I already know that this is the 9 year. This is a straight bourbon. Let me see on the bottle what it gives away right here. So it's at Claremont, Kentucky. Small batch 100 proof on this one. And it just says aged 9 years. The original small batch. So this is the small batch 9 year. I don't know if that's the normal flagship for this one, but that's it. It doesn't say any notes about it. It just has the government warning. That's it. So first off, let's bury our nose into this one. Got that Glencairn glass. Caramel, vanilla, cinnamon, oak. I feel like lightly salted roasted peanuts, but that's because it's Jim Beam. I feel like maybe I'm trying to smell that, but if I'm smelling a citrus, it smells like it's maybe apple. It's very crisp, very light, very bright. I'm not getting so much orange or lemon as much as I'm getting those deep, rich notes, not as much bright, light notes. But let's see if I taste something different. Hold on. First off, we're going to cleanse palate. Fresh Pellegrino. Caramel, cinnamon, oak, vanilla, burnt sugar. It's got a nice proof on it. I like 100 proof is like the lightest I like to go. I drink a lot of Woodford Reserve because it's just a good neutral bourbon, but honestly, I needed to switch it up a bit. So that's why I picked up the big bottle of Knob. And it's been so long since I've had Knob, so it's taking a stab at it. But I trust Jim Beam's products. I drink Booker's and Little Book, and Little Book's my favorite whiskey to bourbon. So, and then I tried Old Granddad, loved it, and the 117. And I've tried the regular Old Granddad. Trying to make my way through. I'm not the biggest fan of Basil Hayden's, but not a lot of people are. Some people do love it though. I feel like I'm also tasting a dry nuttiness on there, like peanut pecan or something. Let me go ahead and see if I can find something about this. Knob Creek small batch, 9-year notes. All right, let's. All right, let's see what this says. So here we go. So nose, the slight nuttiness wafts out of the glass, inhaling deep presence of notes of vanilla, light oak, caramel, hint of farmy like wet hay and nutmeg. Very faint nuttiness of pecans are also detectable. All right, nice. I'm getting good at this. Palette, eminently sippable. Absolutely. 100 proof is perfect for bottles like this. Caramel, brown sugar, rice spices, barrel char are present. Um, Described as eminently sippable or easy to sip. Finished longer than expected, yet still drying. That's the oak. I get that. Vanilla, oak, and char build into a long finish. The spicy ginger snap flavor emerges on the later. I get a ginger snap. That's that cinnamon I'm getting. Overall impression: a solid, reasonably priced bourbon with a well-rounded flavor profile. 100 proof provides a full flavored sip when drinking it neat. Classic bourbon flavors with caramel, vanilla, and oak are prominent. Not overly complex, but a great value for the price. So, all right, priced around 35 to 40 bucks, making it affordable options for bourbon enthusiasts. Great introduction to higher proof bourbon for those who like or who are new to the style. Stable bourbon that won't disappoint. The flavor profile with both classic is enticing. So I think this is AI generated from all of these different websites down here. So I do trust Baking Bourbon. I've gone on that site many times to check that out. So that's actually really fucking cool that I guessed all that shit in there. I still got it. This palate, this nose, it just knows when it comes to whiskey.